Women with low body counts are more valuable.
To this day.
Are they? Hookup culture and why men avoid dating.
Become a dangerous country, sir, when you cannot trust anyone anymore.
Interesting. It's like saying low body count is the prize.
I think that in order to be a high value woman, you can't be a promiscuous woman.
Interesting.
And I don't care what anybody says. I think that high value means exclusivity, and exclusivity means everyone can't get it. If anybody can get at you, that's not high value. Not to be confused with valuable. If you look at diamonds, all diamonds are valuable, but some of them have the highest value, whereas other ones get crushed into little baby parts and are the fillers for other pieces of jewelry. All valuable, but high value is different from valuable.
Indeed, indeed.
You can't be a promiscuous
woman.
Now, the way she broke down dusty people, indeed.
Dusty.
Because in order to have a high body count, unless it's your job, which, okay, you have to be easy. You have to be dusty in a way.
Chaos.
I mean, as a woman, to let that many dudes in you, you kind of...
Propaganda tool. Who hate you?
Damn woman, that is a level of dust, no matter how good she looks. And again, women say it's shallow. But of course, they'd say shallow. We live in the modern era, the liberated, free modern era of the modern woman.
Damn right.
Bust it open, clean open, wide open. And then find a husband later on in your 30s and 40s. Yeah, that's magical. It's a fairy tale.
Proper bullshit.
And then women wonder why men aren't biting. They wonder why men aren't accepting that dumb, insulting package. As if we're stupid, delusional, and insecure for not wanting a woman that so many men can say they've had. Compared to a woman who men know men have sinned, but can't say they've been with, but they wouldn't mind.
I would plow that till next July.
But then if you're that man that gets this woman who a lot of other men don't know about, how amazing you feel as a man. And that sort of woman, she deserves a lot, doesn't she? It's like fresh soil that hasn't been soiled. A lot can grow from this.
Especially if you're a high value feminine woman that wants a high value masculine man, you cannot be promiscuous. I'm sorry, body count matters.
So wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. You can't be promiscuous. So do you believe in a born again virgin?
I honestly feel like if this was something that was done in your past and it never comes up and you never have the conversation around body count, then let it die. Like, you know, if you're in your 40s and you had a wild time in college, does that really matter? Probably not.
What? Deception. Lie.
Probably not. No.
I'm sorry, body count matters.
She was making sense up until now, but obviously she's a woman, so obviously she'll see from a woman's perspective. As a man, no. Never. Because, yeah, the point she's making is to hide the past. Hide the past.
It's a mystery.
Which a lot of women tend to do. Which is why a lot of women hate the body count conversation to begin with. They're like, forget the past. Why do you care about my past so much? Leave my past in the past. Oh, these weird guys care about our past. Indeed. Because what sort of future can a man have with you?
I took your girl.
If you had a past where every man had you.
Ours.
Pretty much. Every man's got a story about you. Oh yeah, she can hide it. But in a lot of cases, the truth does come out. And it's kind of difficult as a man to find out your wife's, she's a former garden tool. She probably still is.
Yeah.
But if you are in your current age and you are promiscuous, I do not believe that a high value, high earning masculine man would choose you. He will make you one of his options too, just like you let everyone else make you an option. But being a promiscuous woman takes away from your value.
I agree. We live to a certain standard. Our past doesn't matter. Why should I succumb myself to what you think of me because of my past? And God doesn't even do that.
Well, you know, though, I think that has.
Look, before she finishes, as a man, to make this point, that I don't know why women don't seem to get this point. As men, you want a man to choose you of high value. As men, this is something we understand and know as men.
As we should.
If a man can pull up with this woman, stunning, beautiful woman, and no man that he knows, none of his friends, no one from his past, nobody can say, damn, yeah, I've been with her before. Yeah, I've had her before. Yeah, I used to date her so-and-so. Yeah, women don't seem to understand how valuable and powerful that is to a man. We as men understand that point, don't we? Where no man you know, none of them, whether you know him or don't know him, they can say, yeah, they've had this woman. Yeah? Again, like she's saying, a rare diamond, a true rare diamond. Now, because a lot of those women don't exist nowadays, yeah, because of hookup culture and promiscuity, yeah, that's why a lot of men avoid dating. They have their fun, a lot of men have their fun, but you're not going to find a decent wife amongst super promiscuous women. There's only fun there. It's only fun.
To do with heavy healing too, right? Because ultimately, do you have shame in the fact if you were a hoe in college and you haven't accepted it? Okay, like, and now you try to hide from it. But if you're like, no, I did what I wanted to do. And that's the thing too. I think that because so many people live outside of integrity with themselves, that it feels crazy when you have to tell the truth about yourself, because people are so locked in to the lies that they tell, so locked into the facade that they project, that it's like anything that gets close to their actual self is hurtful.
Yeah.
Or now
I've been saying from the beginning, women's sexual nature is monstrous. It's not tame. It's a monstrous thing. So I get it. However, why don't they admit it though? Like, just admit it. Let a man know where he stands with you. Okay, a lot of men have had you. Jesus Christ, a lot of men have had you.
10th level. Thousands.
But that's where the lie is, isn't it? Because if women really didn't care about their own past, they wouldn't have a need to lie about it. Because women themselves know, yeah, no decent man that they may want is going to want her if he finds out too many men have had her. So women themselves know it. That's why they always want to protect it so much. Their past.
Outstanding.
Dirty, dirty past. Yeah, have you fun. But if that's how men see you, yeah, it is what it is.
you're offended. Why are you offended? Because you heard the truth?
Yeah.
Those be the
A
ones.
lot of people can't handle the truth. That's why a lot of people
The
get
truth
stuck in
shall
their
set
delusion.
you free.
It'll make you free.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now here's a bit of a flip and reverse. Sadia Psychology with a video about high body count men. Oh, high body count men are doomed. Interesting.
Yeah. But there's an amount where I feel like it's almost a necessity for a man to have a greater understanding of different women. Yeah. And even just how to be in the bedroom.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking about this quite recently, and I always say it's bad for both, but worse for men. And I'll tell you why.
Worse for
men. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because this is what happens when you have a high body count, man or woman. You have to drop your standards in order to have a high body count, either in the women that you're investing in or the treatment you're getting.
I think it depends who you are.
It depends who you are, but the reality is, even if you're Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever it is, you have to choose a woman who's very promiscuous for her to be okay with one night stands. So what's happening is you're now getting used to women who are calling their boyfriend saying, "Babe, I'll be home in 10 minutes," while she's in your bed. You're getting used to women who are like sleeping with you and then going off to sleep with your friend the next.
Okay, yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's very true. It's modern culture, modern dating culture. Now, she's talking about how men, if you're a man whore, how you're basically lowering your own value as a man.
Bullshit.
But the point she's making as well is why modern dating is so effed up. And it's why I say everyone nowadays in dating, in the dating pool, to be successful in it, you have to be a garden tool. You have to be a whore.
Why?
You have to be loose. You have to, in a way, be low quality to hook up with so many people. Man or woman, however, it is different for men because the point they're making as well is bedroom skills. Like the guy was making at the start, yeah, bedroom skills, it does benefit some men to, not saying to have a high body count, but, kind of get out there.
Shrimp tacos?
Get some tacos. Tasty. If you're lucky, seriously. Pew, pew. And obviously develop some skills. So they're saying it's different for men and women. Okay, however, the point still stands about modern culture.
Oh, it's dirty politics and dirty tricks. That's what's going wrong.
It is whorish. It's dirty! It is loose. And to be successful in this loose game, man or woman, you have to be loose. Whorish.
Next day, you are getting used to women who don't even reply and don't care if you have see them again or not. You are getting used to such low quality of women that when you meet a girl who's also low quality, but she's slightly above the usual promiscuous hoe that you're used to, you start glorifying her and thinking she's amazing because your comparison level has dropped so low.
That is true. That is a very good point. Too many men do that. She's slightly less of a garden tool. This is not a low body count woman. She's just slightly less of a garden tool. So yeah, that's a good point.
You are so used to that woman that has nude pictures online, or the one that's cheating on her boyfriend to sleep with you, or the one that is just sleeping with you and your friends. You're so used to such a low level of woman. You no longer have the skills and tools required to speak, to communicate, or be with a wholesome, good woman that can maintain a marriage. You are now going to attract another broken person because your standards have dropped.
Damn.
Okay, indeed. Agreed. Standards have dropped, but however, what if that's what a lot of men are coming across anyway?
Bingo.
Like, I get her point. She's making a good point. But if a lot of men are just out there dating and they're coming across a lot of these women with these same qualities, what's a man supposed to do? Finding that rare, good, high-quality woman that you're talking about, they're far and few between. They're probably already married. Some dude's probably already captured her and locked her in his tower. Yeah, you know?
Gotcha.
So what a lot of men know they're left with out here is the promiscuous woman who may have had a very, very busy past. And now she may have kids and debts and baggage.
Oh, God.
So it's a sad reality for a lot of men that some men may only ever come across low-quality women. Even doesn't matter how good she looks. That's all some men come across. Because there's so many.
And the other thing that I would say is when you sleep around, there is no way you can sleep around with so many people and not feel some level of shame and guilt, because there's always that girl that you meet and then in the morning you're like, oh, please go away. There's always that, no matter what. So when you get that level of shame and guilt, the only way to feel better about yourself is to start saying, well, it's only sex. It doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter if she was a bit, it's only sex. When you start having that attitude, it's only sex, and minimizing the importance of sex, there is no way you can nurture that in a long-lasting monogamous relationship. You'll think it's only sex, so you can have it outside of the relationship. You'll be more polygamous. So whereas for women, it's not good either. I'm not saying it's a good thing for women, but men risk pregnancies. Yeah. Women can get rid of a baby. They have let's say a woman doesn't want to be with you. She has a baby. She gets pregnant. She gets rid of it that day. But say the average woman, if she gets pregnant with Mike Thurston, she's keeping it. And you have no say in that. And now you're either stuck with this woman for the rest of your life, like to some degree, or you think, I'm not dealing with this. That's your problem. I'll pay for it, but I don't want anything to do with it. But your child is now being raised in the hands of a man that you don't know or respect.
Daddy.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. Very good point. Balance. It's always going to come back to balance. Because as a man, I mean, there are slight benefits of not being a man whore and being one as well. So, I mean, okay.
Being spiritual and dating is so weird. I have absolutely no riz. I just say the most unsettling things and have huge eyes. Like, I can't even worry about what you do for a living. Okay. I'm concerned about, are you indoctrinated into the Matrix? Do you know about ancient civilizations and the real history, the lost history of the earth? How Egyptians moved mass boulders with frequency?
No one cares.
A man may want to know your body count.
Disgusting.
A man may want to know your body count. Look, okay, all of that's cool. Her perspective is being a spiritual girly, a magical girly, crystals girly. I call them mystical chicks because they're into something like this. And I'm not saying any of it is wrong. It's astrology, sometimes with astronomy as well, ancient stuff and ancient aliens and pyramids and on and on.
This is drugs.
Look, free-spirited women, you can mix a lot of these sort of vibey, witchy sort of women in there, can't you? Because if you've dated enough women, you're going to come across a woman like this, a mystical chick who's into something. But there is one kind of key thing about a lot of these spiritual, mystical, free-spirited girly pops, isn't there? Yeah, some of you know where I'm going already. A lot of them, I mean, they're free-spirited with their bodies as well, aren't they? Yeah? Not saying she is, using this lovely big-eyed woman, massive-eyed woman as an example. The free-spirited loose woman.
Spicy.
Oh, she's got a good vibe, doesn't she? Yeah, she's unique, isn't she? No. I make so many jokes about witchy chicks and this kind of thing because it's like, what chick isn't nowadays, man? My God, what chick isn't? Or she's going to convert into a religion. She's now going to be a Christian or a Muslim now because her past was epic. What? Again, this is a common BS a lot of men are seeing nowadays. So what it is, a lot of men are seeing these patterns in women and knowing, no, woman. It's all great. We can have some conversations about ancient aliens, pyramids and flat earth and all of that stuff. All of that esoteric meta stuff. We can talk about all of that stuff. However, woman, what's your past like? Because I mean, the last mystical chick I met that was rubbing herself with candles and crystals. Yeah, she was very sexually liberated. And it seems to come with a lot of these spiritual girly pops. So I'm just wondering, are you the same? Are you the same? We'll talk about ancient aliens after I know, if you're a bop or not.
Like, you know you can heal your own body and transcend timelines?
Of course.
You want to telepathically communicate? I just sent you a message. Like, you're going to text me? No, I just sent you thought forms.
Yeah, out of
Anyway.
body.
I hope it's going great for everyone out there. This was just like a little thing that I was reflecting on.
Mm-hmm.
Which apparently most people don't reflect at all anymore. Okay, love you, bye.
Listen, girl, let me tell you, because no one ever told me this. Getting with a man that doesn't hate you? Total fucking game changer.
And this in itself, a lot of women dislike themselves. A lot of women that dislike themselves can easily stack up a high body count. Again, past trauma, she's probably a Jenny, and she may stack up a high body count. So a lot of women date men who don't like them because they can't tell whether a man likes her or not. She only cares about if she likes him. Yeah. And they blame men for this nonsense. No, it's your sexual trauma, woman. Can't blame all men for it. Hey, you like what you like.
Getting with a man that doesn't hate you? Total fucking game changer.
Women with low body counts will always be more valuable. It's not to have no body count, but compared to a woman who's been everybody's girl, it's more reason a decent man would make her his girl. Have a nice day.
I'm sorry, body count matters.